People all over San Diego are seeing a new line item on their hefty summer SDGE bills and don't know what it is. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. For the past several months, CBS 8 has been looking into all of those charges, and tonight we're breaking down the numbers.
CBS 8's Anna Laurel spent the day working for you to get to the bottom of why, once again, you'll probably be paying more.
It is hot out here in Rancho Bernardo today. Everyone's AC probably working extremely hard. A viewer who lives out here contacted us when he opened up his nearly $600 electric bill for a nearly 1,100 square foot condo. He says it's nearly double what he normally pays.
It was $578.23.
Scott Hutchison was shocked when he opened his SDGE bill yesterday. He, like people all over San Diego, are opening their summer electric bills with a new and unknown line item, CCA electric generation. What is this charge from?
I don't know. It says electric delivery 324, then CCA electric generation 254.22.
CCA stands for Community Choice Aggregator. That means Hutchison and customers around San Diego, Imperial Beach, Chula Vista, La Mesa, and Encinitas are buying electricity from San Diego Community Power, or SDCP, unless you opt out.
The difference is instead of buying power through SDGE, the power is being procured and purchased through SDCP. And there is not a dramatic charge or change in the cost.
I reached out to SDCP and spoke with CEO Karen Burns. I asked her about that CCA line item on people's bills.
So it's not an additional charge, it's a replacement charge.
So why is Scott's bill so much more than usual? Burns says because summer rates are so much higher. A peak winter rate is 12 cents per kilowatt hour. A peak rate in summer is 40 cents.
So people who have SDG&E, their bill is going to be the same as what this guy has this summer. If they, let's say,
pretty much. And there may be like I said, there may be like a 1% slight reduction compared to SDCP for a few months.
But that won't last. Just this spring, CBS 8 reported on SDG&E's proposed double-digit rate hike for 2024. Burns says if customers opt out, they have to wait a year to get back in. Scott opted out when he opened his bill yesterday.
Why would you automatically enroll us in a program we didn't want or ask for?
I'm CBS 8's Anna Laurel, working for you.
And remember, if there's an issue you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
A man accused of shooting and killing his wife in El Cajon on Monday is set to appear in court for the first time tomorrow. The couple leaves behind 9 children.
Tonight we're learning new details about who's looking after them. And CBS 8's Rocio De La Fe talked to a friend of the family who says there's more to the story.
The 45-year-old suspect is scheduled to face a judge for the first time since the deadly shooting. Now the focus lies on the couple's 9 children who are now left without a mother and father. We spoke to a family friend who says he's shocked after what happened.
Abdulhanan Al-Rawi was set to stand before the court just a few hours ago, but at the last minute, the hearing was rescheduled for Thursday so that he could have an Arabic interpreter available. We caught up with Rafid Al-Wawi, a close friend of the family outside of the courtroom, who says he's devastated over what happened.
They very lovely family, and I know them, they love each other, and this is a really shock to the family.
Al-Wawi says Al-Rabi was an active member of the community who spent a lot of time helping Syrian refugees. He told us the family came from Syria and have been in San Diego for about 4 years. He also said the family recently moved into the home where the shooting took place just weeks ago. Al-Rabi is accused of shooting his 37-year-old wife inside their home August 22nd. The couple's 9 children were there when it happened. None were harmed during the incident. Al-Rabi was taken into custody for homicide. Al-Bawi says he stands behind Al-Rabi and is hoping the truth comes out soon.
All the community now is supporting Mr. Abdulhanan because really we know him. He's very good guy.
According to Al-Bawi, the children are being looked after by another family friend. He says the eldest children are heartbroken since losing their mother and says the others are too young to know what happened. We reached out to El Cajon police for an update on the children, but we're told only that the county has an open investigation and is working with the family.
Al-Wadi is now scheduled to appear before a judge Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Rocio De La Fe, CBS 8.
some relief is on the way tonight for millions of Americans dealing with student loan debt. Earlier today, President Biden delivered on his campaign promise of $10,000 in debt cancellation for borrowers who earn less than $125,000 a year or families earning less than $250,000. In addition to that, there will be a $20,000 relief for Pell Grant recipients.
For anybody with student loans, it's a big deal. This could totally wipe out the student loan burden for about a quarter of borrowers.
But some Republican critics are calling it inflationary. And Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell even calls the president's plan, quote, student loan socialism.
Tonight, some San Diegans are feeling relief at the thought of having some of their college loan debt erased. One local woman tells us her debt has continued to climb with rising interest rates. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen has her story and breaks down what you should do next if you think you qualify for loan forgiveness.
More than 43 million people owe a combined $1.6 trillion in federal student loan debt, with almost a third owing less than $10,000, according to federal data. I met with a San Diego woman who has a pandemic-era payment freeze, as now millions of Americans are finding out when their student loan bills will be due next. Sarah Harding graduated from culinary school with $16,000 of student loan debt. She has been paying off her loans for 6 years, since her debt grew to $30,000 due to interest rates.
Here we are, and I've paid $10,000, I owe $20,000, I took $16,000 out in loans, so there you have it.
Today, President Biden announced he is canceling $10,000 in student loan debt for Americans making under $125,000 a year.
People can finally crawl out from under that mountain of debt, to get on top of their rent and their utilities, to finally think about buying a home or starting a family or starting a business.
The Department of Education will provide up to $20,000 in debt cancellation for Pell Grant recipients. Biden says people can apply for the relief through a form set up by the Department of Education. According to this fact sheet on the White House's website, borrowers will have to pay no more than 5% of their discretionary income monthly on undergraduate loans, down from 10%. The plan will forgive loan balances after 10 years of payments, down from 20 years for borrowers with loan balances of $12,000 or less.
I mean, I'm all about for wiping away any sort of money owed. However, I've already paid, quote unquote, what I've loaned, so now I'll just be paying, I guess, interest on my interest.
The fact sheet says this will also cover the borrower's unpaid monthly interest, meaning no borrower's loan balance will grow as long as they make their monthly payments.
Well, I mean, it's helpful in a sense because it's $10,000 off. I mean, that's great, but I hope that it just cleans everything off the slate for me, because I really just don't want to pay that anymore.
The pause on federal student loan repayment will be extended one final time through December 31st of this year, and borrowers should expect to resume payment in January 2023.
I'm just glad that it's postponed so I don't have to pay again until the beginning of the year. My wish is that I never have to pay again.
In President Biden's plan, he also promises to reduce the cost of college and hold schools accountable when they hike up prices. Ariana Cohen, CBS 8.
Some good news for a lot of people.
A lot of people are upset about it too, though. Understandably, they didn't take the money or they paid it back, but it's a complicated issue. And hopefully, the thing is, it makes people's lives better and helps out the economy.
Yes, and she took out $16,000 in loan debt. She paid 10 and still owes 20. I mean, it's like you're climbing a downhill. You can't get up there.
And that's money that could be spent on a new car, on other things. And sure, it benefits that person, but it helps the economy again. So it's a stimulus. So.
Yes, so we'll see how it all works out. Hopefully
Still,
helpful.
you understand why people are upset, though.
All right, late today, a federal jury in Los Angeles reached a verdict in favor of Vanessa Bryant in her lawsuit over pictures taken at the helicopter crash site where her husband Kobe, daughter Gianna, and 7 others were killed. After only about 3.5 hours of deliberation, the jury found that LA County was negligent and should pay $16 million to Vanessa Bryant and $15 million to Orange County financial advisor Chris Chester. Bryant and Chester sued LA County for violation of privacy and emotional distress caused by first responders. Chester's wife and daughter were also killed in that crash. Chula Vista city leaders are shutting down Harborside Park for the next 90 days because it's been taken over by a homeless encampment. But not everyone is happy about the city's decision. Leaders say the encampment has become a safety issue in recent weeks because of how close it is to Harborside Elementary School. Right now, though, community members and homeless advocates are discussing other ways to save the park during a meeting at the Brentwood Mobile Home Park. We have a crew at that meeting right now, and we'll have an update for you tonight at 11.